Good morning and welcome to this random Newsburst live unboxing. Welcome. We're going to be opening some Super7 Ultimates Wave 1 figures today, or I am. And I don't think there's going to be that many people watching because it is early, isn't it? 8:30 a.m. on the East Coast. I would have gone earlier, actually, but I thought, you know what? Let's give it a little while so that people can kind of catch up. Anyway, got 4 figures to look at today. Obviously, we've got Duke in here. We've got the Cobra B.A.T in here. We've got Cobra Commander. And we've got Snake Eyes, all courtesy of the good folks at Super7. So first and foremost, thank you very much, Super7, for sending me these awesome figures. We'll be busting them out today. So while we've got, there's a few people in the comments. Hello, guys. Philly is in the house. Hello, Philly Jones. David Warren Hernandez, good morning. Michael Jean Fleming, good morning. Slow day at work means you can watch live. Good. I'm happy. Right. So let's get stuck in then, I guess. Let's also apologize. I should apologize for taking so long to actually get to these. It's just finding the time. As you can see, the only time at the moment is first thing in the morning. So we'll be doing these today. Then I think over the next week, I'll be looking at getting into the Mezco Destro figure that came in recently, and the classified wave that I'm still sitting on that I want to open and look at and enjoy. So we'll be doing that as well at some point in the week. And then, of course, a slew of wonderful products from Diamond Select Toys. Again, thank you for sending me the products to have a look at and check out and review and everything. So we'll be doing that over probably the next few weeks, let's face it. But, it's Yojo June, isn't it? So happy Yojo June, everybody. Without further ado, let's get stuck in to a Wave 1 Ultimates unboxing. Okay, so who are we going with first out of the 4? I was going to go with the B.A.T first. I was going to go with the Cobra B.A.T first, but I'm going to leave it up to the comments. Let us know in the comments, whoever's watching, what do you want to see first? Duke, Snake Eyes, Cobra Commander, or the B.A.T? And obviously, I'd like to save I sometimes like to save my favorites till last. I was going to save Snake Eyes to the end. But I mean, what do you guys want to see first? If I don't see any comments in the next few minutes, in the next few seconds, I will just go ahead and open the B.A.T. Is everyone okay with the B.A.T? Let's see what... I mean, we've got some people watching, and I get it. It's early. Snake Eyes, says Phil. You want to see Snake Eyes first? Okay. Well, seeing as you commented, let's do that. Let's get into Snake Eyes first. I am excited to see Snake Eyes and Timber, actually. So because you have asked for it, you shall receive it. Yes, we're going to go... Durant wants the B.A.T first. Too late, Durant. I'm sorry. I'm going to go... I'll do B.A.T second, okay? It'll be Snake Eyes, B.A.T. If any other comments come in, we'll do that in the order that they're going to go in. Right, Snake Eyes. Here we go in this beautiful box. Let's... right, these are really nice boxes, actually. This is the shipper. And it says on the back... sorry, Durant. I know. Too slow. Choking hazard. May contain small parts. Adult collectible. Not a toy. Something about Germany in there as well. European distribution. Germany. Interesting. That's cool. I was born in Germany. Yeah. Long time ago. Made in Vietnam. Super7.com. All that good stuff. Contains 1 figure with accessories. Does it, though? Timber's not an accessory. I have 2 hands. I can multitask, says Gaz. Gaz, come on, mate. I'm not that good. You only have to open one side, McLeod. Little tab pops out there. Ooh, look at that. Shiny and in plastic. So we'll slide that out like so. Let's do the reveal that I've done many times with classified figures on the show. Dun, dun, dun. I love these boxes. Philly says, I'm on the fence about getting into this line. Yeah, I think I'm going to be completely converted when I open these because I've seen a lot of cool images. So that's the box, that green. Let's get the bag To avoid danger of suffocation, keep this bag away from babies and children. And Chris, do not use in cribs, beds, carriages, or playpens. Check. That will not be happening with any of my stuff. Right. So just removing the taped plastic from the top, because I'm so like careful with this stuff. Like I always want to keep the packaging as it is. I'll get rid of the tape and stuff because the tape gets in the way and causes issues anyway, doesn't it? But I'll definitely be keeping the plastic bag just in case I'm near a playpen or a I'm kidding. Right, so there it is. Ooh, nearly slid out then from oh, cool, that's all awesome. So we've got a top loader. Look at that. Lovely stuff. Really nice, shiny metallic packaging. The green Ultimates on the top, G.I. Joe on the front, Snake Eyes dog tag, Elite Commando, it says on there. I think that's all the way in, and it kind of creeps out the bottom a little bit there. Look, and then we've got the stuff on the bottom, the stuff that we've already seen on the brown carded box. Yeah, and there's also a nice kind of like depressed G.I. Joe or like a, what do you call it when it raised G.I. Joe logo on the back there. Very nice. Way too early, Chris. Go back to bed. Hilarious, Jeremy. And yeah, I've been up for hours, literal hours. So here we go. Here is the reveal as I slide it. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Snake Eyes, Timber, and his jetpack and his rifle and all the other bits and bobs in there. We will get into that. Let's have a flip around the back because there's some gorgeous stuff on the back. Oh, that's a lovely file card. I love the kind of like, you know, like G.I. Joe HQ kind of like computer setup and everything, and all at the green. Oh, it's lovely. Elite Commando, classified file name, obviously. He's infantry. Hand-to-hand combat instructor is secondary. Birthplace classified, E5 grade. Snake Eyes is proficient in 12 different unarmed fighting systems, karate, kung fu, jiu-jitsu, and is highly skilled in the use of edged weapons. Has received extensive training in mountaineering, undercover demolition, jungle, desert and Arctic survival, and some forms of holistic medicine. Qualified expert, A11 NATO and Warsaw Pact small arms. The man is a total mystery, but he's real good at his job. Heck, he's the best. And then on the bottom, there's some even more nice little details with images from Snake Eyes from the cartoon, from that first miniseries. You've got that kind of like map with Cobra on it, and then like some dots, I suppose, showing where Cobra are, rendering Cobra enemy imagery, primary locations targeted, diagnostic complete, diagnostic 80. And then you've got all of the cool little details. You've got some like a little radar thing. Isn't that lovely? I don't think I've seen the back of this in detail before. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, yeah, we've already seen the bottom. And the sides are just a green. But that is beautiful. Oh, man. I'm already in love with this thing. I know. Chris, you just like everything. And I do, because I just get excited for this stuff. I love G.I. Joe stuff. And when it's done like to this level, just the best. Okay, I have packaging to put to the side at the moment while we do the rest of this stuff. So I'm going to start piling it down there because there's going to be a lot of this stuff. And there's no tape to remove, so that's nice. But I want to be really careful with this because it is a really nice box, Kitty said. So I'm going to try and do my little tactic. If I had a blade, which I don't have. Okay, we're just going to go for it because obviously, all right, it comes out really easily. Lovely stuff. Let's fold that open. Ready, steady. And there's more packaging to deal with. Beautiful boxes though, I love those. That is a really nice kind of presentation. And then we have this beauty as well in here. So it's like a plastic casing in the card. And I'm just gonna take some of these things out of the front. So we have got the purple jetpack with the yellow and gray kind of accents, and then we have the green straps. I love the kind of backpacks as well, really nice. $20 at Target, Jason. Wow. Oh no, sorry, we were talking about, I know it's not Super 7, but I'm getting Classified Tiger Force Duke and Ram Cycle in the mail today. and you got it for 20 bucks at Target. That's crazy good. That is a beauty as well. I love that vehicle in Tiger Force Deco is glorious. Nothing wrong with liking things, generally a prerequisite to being a fan. Why make or watch videos on things you don't like? Good point, Michael. Good point. I mean, I can be very over the top with it. I get that and I understand, but I do genuinely enjoy this stuff. Right. Here's one of my favorite things is the Sunbow rifle. There you go. It's got a little bit of a bend, I think, on it there. Look, I might have to try and fix that. It's quite strong, so I don't want to like flex it, but there is a slight up curve there on the barrel, isn't there? Can you see that? Chris is being constructively critical on the for a change. You know, like seriously, that's a wicked rifle, but there is definitely a little up curve there on the barrel, and it has actually got some nice subtle deco on there as well. It's kind of like the very light tan and a very light grey, and they're very similar colours, but you can see where the differences are. You've got like the tan little bit on the end of the butt here. You've got the tan on the handle. Sorry, tan. You've got the grey, I should say, on the butt here. You've got the grey on the handle, the grey on the sights, the grey on like the kind of, is that on the, yeah, inside those little slats on the kind of hand pump, which I don't think it is. It's just, you know, a detail because it's not a pump action laser, is it? And then you've got little grey details on like the little rivets and nuts and stuff on there as well, which is pretty cool. And on the end of the barrel. The end of the barrel's grey as well. So that's really nice. That's really nice. Breaking news indeed, Jeremy, yes. Flying ninjas. Yes, absolutely. And, timber. Now, I will say, that is such a cute little timber. I will say, though, that I think the classified timber is so exceptional, and because of like there's definitely less articulation on this timber, you can't get him into many positions by the looks of things, but he's really cute for a Sunbow timber. Look at that face, look at that cheek. He's a good dog, he's a good boy. Yes, you are. I love dogs, and I love dog action figures as well now, or wolf action figures in this case. But yeah, so in terms of articulation, we have obviously the head swivels there and on the kind of like sort of neck. Then there's another piece. It goes all the way around, but then you have the body, which is one piece there. The tail, which does kind of extend, like comes up a little bit, and you can like twist it up like that and along those lines. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, you can get it out straight, and you can have it twisted around, but I don't think you can get it much higher than that. Might be able to. Anyway, the legs don't go out very far width-wise. That's as far as they go on the back, I should say, width-wise. Can't really move them out. So they're kind of like fixed in that position. There's a butthole. Brilliant. You've got like a little kind of knee and kind of thigh and knee and little foot ankle joints as well on all of them. So the back legs are pretty much going to be close together for the most part, and the front legs, you've got a bit more motion to kind of spread them out like so. So I will say definitely when you've got obviously the classified timber, it's like a little bit of a step down, but I do love this one as a Sunbow timber, and I think he still looks gorgeous. I love the mold and the sculpt. The deco's really nice and subtle on him. I think he's really gorgeous, and I think he'll go nicely with this particular Snake Eyes. And like I said, if you've got the multiple classified timbers, then you're all right, aren't you? So yeah, I would say a little bit of a step down in terms of articulation, but definitely still a nice looking doggy figure or wolf. Right, let's get into Snake Eyes, get some of these accessories out. So if you're familiar with the first, is it the first miniseries? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, because it's Mass Device first, then Revenge of Cobra, right? So in Mass Device, it is Mass Device the first one, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Sorry, I'm having an absolute brain fart because it's 8 something in the morning. Anyway, Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually, Neil. It's a little bit more dog than wolf-like. Yeah, good point, actually. It does have that vibe, definitely. Oh, also, one other thing. We will be having Brian on next week-ish, I think, depending on availability. But yeah, we're in communication at the moment to set up another interview. We're going to talk about the Python Patrol and Tiger Force reveals recently. And we're going to talk about some of the other elements about the Ultimates that we've been hearing a lot about recently on other shows where he's done other interviews. So we're going to get into some more discussion about that. Anyway, we have this Cobra canister that Snake Eyes yoinks and ends up getting radioactive in the mass device. We have his pistol. I should probably get it out before I say we have his and then have you guys wait for a week for me to pull this out. So we've got this kind of like really crazy futuristic. That's more of a Flash Gordon blimmin' pistol in it than a G.I. Joe one. Obviously, this was the first miniseries, so that's what you get. But kind of cool, and obviously, again, like a nice homage to the cartoon. We've also got the walkie-talkie. Very nice little detail on there. 802, actually, or it could be 302, or it could be 902. I think it's 8. In which case, it's around about now. It's not far off the actual time. And we've also, yeah, some nice little detailing on there as well with the kind of like frequency adjustment thing at the bottom and the buttons. Very nice. And I'll just spin it around so you can see all the detailing on it. A little kind of little thing on the side. The back has just got like a depression in it and then like a little bit of detail at the bottom. The other side's got a few more little bits and bobs on it. And then the bottom has got that detail going on. And of course, let's just do that. The little antenna. Cool. Absorb Vid says, got the Snake Eyes from that wave. Love it. Masses first, then Revenge of Cobra at the Pyramid. Thank you very much, Michael. Yes, I thought I was that, this happens sometimes. I'll have a little brain fart and I won't trust myself in whatever I say. It's just, I don't know. It happens with, probably with age. Right. We also have a ton of hands, which I'm not going to be one of those people that gets into every single iteration of, like putting all the hands in and showing all the different versions, because I can't be bothered. You'll get the idea when we see it, but I've got to get these hands out first. There's a lot of them. So he's obviously got his default C grips, which are on the actual figure in the box, which again, we will see in a moment. I'm just going to remove the tape to make it a little bit easier for myself. He's got, yeah, like I was saying, he's got the default C grips, and then he's got like a trigger finger almost. Let's see what these hands are about. So yes, he's got these kind of like trigger finger C grips for the pistol, which is pretty neat. Let's get my face out of the way so it doesn't keep, yeah. He's also got fisticuffs for fisticuffs. So he's got his fist. There you go. Pretty neat. And he's got holding the canister hands, I reckon. Don't know what happened there. I just forgot how to hold my own hands for a second there. Yeah, he's got like either hitchhiker thumbs or he's got canister holding hands. There we go. Beep, beep. There you go. So that's 3 extra sets. So he comes with 4 sets, aka 8 hands, because I can count and do maths. Going to be careful taking them out of there. Feet first. Oh my goodness. Oh, so okay, right. So I'm a huge Sunbow fan, right? But my Sunbow era was almost certainly version 2 of Snake Eyes. However, this figure is glorious. Look at that color. Right, so let's start at the head and work our way down. You can see like some little like spots there on the head where it's kind of like a little bit where the paint application is a little bit kind of, I don't know, yeah, like not fully on properly. I mean, it's there, but maybe it was like a different bit of material underneath, and it's caused a slight change in how the paint is adhered. You can kind of see that, but it doesn't really stand out a great deal, especially like when you look at it like this. Not at all. When you get really close, you'll see that stuff. Lovely purple goggles as well. The Blue Man, oh, the Blue Man group. Obviously, he's got those straps over the. It's kind of like connected. Oh, I see. So it's almost like a connected secondary of a different material, like a more rubbery material, that is also connected to the hard plastic as well. So it's kind of like a mixture of the two combined, which is quite interesting. These also are like kind of attached after the fact. I don't think they come down. I think they're molded on. Yeah. So the straps are molded on, and then the kind of pockets and pouches are kind of stuck on the sides there. Beautiful. Obviously, he's got, like I said, he's got his C grip hands, your kind of default C grips. Boo, boo. The kind of black accent sort of straps and belt and everything. He's got the pouch on this right thigh, his right thigh, which again is, yeah, like hard and attached to the side. And then he's got his black boots, which look pretty awesome as well. In terms of articulation, so we've got pretty all the way around at the top there with the head, and he can kind of go like so, not like a not like a massive amount of articulation there, but enough for posing him, you know, in his kind of like Sambo style. Obviously, the arms, they go up to about there at the top, so you can kind of hear it kind of hitting a point there, and obviously go all the way against the body too. And then you've got like that cut at the bicep at the top there, which spins all the way around, and at the elbow, which spins all the way around, and the wrist that spins all the way around. And of course, you've got that kind of 90, or not 90 degree, I'd say 87 degree bend at the elbow as well. So there's a nice, they've obviously, what they do is they've gone for more form and look than function, and than, like, you know, articulation and everything. And again, I think it works for the Sambo figures. Like, I get that the like Classified, for example, that you kind of need all the articulation to do all of the cool stuff. That, you know, that's what you're doing with that. With these are going to be like display pieces. They're going to be like really, like, I don't know, like nice beautiful representations of the cartoon, in my opinion. And in terms of like the waist, you've got like that kind of chest cut, the kind of like the cut there, which allows them to kind of like move forward and backwards. Again, not like a huge amount, but, you know, enough for getting posing and stuff in there. The waist spins as well, but again, not too far, because you've got this connected secondary. So you can probably go to like that extreme, but not, you know, not that far. Kind of like my articulation as a human being, basically, it has. Then you've got the knee, and I'll bend them like that. That's like in so seated position. They can get, again, not fully 90, but you've probably got like an 87 there. And then again, you know, there's plenty of articulation there in that hip to get some motion going. And then there's the split of the boot as well, the boot cut, like so, and kind of like that ankle articulation, which is like, you know, there's a lot going on in the ankle, actually, a lot more than everywhere else. So yeah, there you go. He is glorious looking, though, isn't he? Oh my goodness. Let's get him geared up a bit. So I'll give him a trigger finger for his weapon, for his pistol. Sorry guys, I'm missing a few of the comments. I will get to them in a second. Bear with me. Actually, the hands pop on real easy and nice, and they stay on as well. That's like a nice feeling. And the gun, and they're also like a nice material. They're like squidgy, but they're not too squidgy. So they kind of bounce straight back to their original position, and everything's cool. So there's probably you can kind of get good grips on the weapons there. Lovely stuff. Now, he's also going to have his jetpack on, and that is just a simple, you know, putting a backpack on, basically. I imagine you do the thing. I used to do this as a kid with putting backpacks on. I used to do that with the arms, and then I used to kind of run the straps on like so, and then run them all the way to the base, and then bring the arms forward again. That's how I put my backpacks on for like things like Action Man and I don't know, any of those kind of like old school toys where you'd have separate backpacks, and it fits nicely. That is a really nice, comfortable kind of fit, and I love how the straps come across there. It just, I don't know, just as a lovely like. I'm glad they did that with the backpacks. I'm glad they weren't just kind of like punching, because that's one problem I have with classified. If I have any problem with classified, it is simply the backpacks not porting in strong enough, or not having enough to port in, or you know, like just that's one of the only issues I have with classified, genuinely. Yeah, so there he is with his jetpack. It looks gorgeous as well in that purple. Right, let's get to some of these comments. Sorry guys, I am missing that a lot. I've missed loads. I apologize. Okay. Officina dos Joe says, "Hey Chris, Juka here, or Yuka. Is it Yuka or Juka? Apologies. Yeah, just tell me I'm an idiot. I apologize. Any chance of Super 7 Ultimates SDCC exclusive Python or Tiger? Oh, I mean, I could see it. They're going to be repainting some of these. They have to utilize the mold. So I think, yeah, I think they'll be doing something along those lines. And obviously, the reaction Python and Tiger Force just look gorgeous. So yeah, I think we could see, like, you know, Duke, for example. I could see him done. They've got a Cobra Commander deco for Python Patrol now, so maybe we see that at some point. But I'd probably be surprised if we don't see something else first, especially with Cobra Commander, like the red one or the black one, or what else does Cobra Commander rock? You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like something more along those lines first. But I would be all over that. Thank you very much for the comment as well. Really appreciate it. Angela says, "I wonder if Super 7 could do a barbecue figure from the Viper is the Viper is coming." Yes, barbecue would be sensational, Angela. Unmasked or with the mask, or both, obviously. The window Viper as well. Yes, Jeremy, with the squeegee. Yes, definitely. Hello, JG. Neil says, "Just wait till you get Destro, Chris. They went absolutely gonzo with the accessories." Yes, Neil, I have noticed, and some of those accessories are glorious, like the buffer with the sort of the sander, hand sander with the lava face. Genius. Kung Fu grip hands, says Walter. Yes, indeed, they are, aren't they? Some of them. We need more bare-handed Snake Eyes. I hear his skincare routine keeps them baby bottom soft. Indeed, Jeremy. Indeed. I just wanted to have bottom on the screen for a second there. Yeah, we'll have a look at Duke in a sec. Yes, Master Vice got me into the Joe, says Absorb Vids. Yeah, I mean, got a lot of people in, I guess, didn't it? When they announced their version of Firefly and Major Blood, I'll be dead. Yes, they'll be coming, I imagine. Though they're big characters in the Sunbow cartoon. Cobra Commander is a winner. We'll get to him shortly. Yes, right. Morning, Luke. Hello. Angela says, "I never understood why Snake Eyes is blue, but the toy was black." Yeah, well, effectively, what it is, and this is not to sound like a like blimmin' fansplaining or anything, but black doesn't come across very well on screen for like cartoon and stuff. So what they did was they made him blue in order to kind of give the like effect that he's wearing black. And that is just like a technique they used back then for animation to make that black pop, because they couldn't, if they did it all black, it's just like, you know, and same for comics as well. Black on paper, it's really hard to get details showing. So they do that blue thing just to kind of like make it, you know, pop. And then obviously the figure was always, the toy was always going to be black, because that was effectively what the figure was. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Quality, Grant, feeling wise, is wonderful. It feels really, really good. Like again, like you can get him into positions and everything, and he moves nicely. And like, for example, like, you know, getting him into kind of like a pose real quick, holds it nicely. Everything's good. The feel, there's a nice feel to the figures. There's like this matte kind of like feeling, like, you know, like the kind of like the finish is really nice and smooth. I'm really liking it. So there he is jetting off. Anyway, what else was I going to do? I was going to put the canister in his hand, wasn't I? We are taking a long time on Snake Eyes, aren't we? We're going to have to get moving in a sec. Right. I guess that's what hand you use for the canister. And he can like do this. This is how I'm doing it. It's probably not the right way, but it's, you know, there you go. I've kind of got him holding it like that. It doesn't have to. You can hold it any way you want, but that's how I'm holding it as he's jetting off and shooting people with his pistol. Yeah, still pretty cool. And again, that's holding in pretty. Was holding in pretty well, and then it did a dance. Anyway, yes. The Snake Eyes. Oh, also walkie-talkie. Let's get that in a hand quickly, and then we will move on to the bat, I think is next. We were going to do. That's what Durant wanted me to do, and that is what I shall, that's what I shall do. Let's get the walkie-talkie in his hand, and there you go. Pop. Again, like the hands are cool. Like he's going to be talking on that. Say something, Snake Eyes. Brilliant. He just has to use the squelch on it, doesn't he, each time? And I'm going to have to go and retrieve the canister, which I have thrown so far across the room. It is unreal. I got it back. It's all good. And it's not damaged. We're good. Good, solid, hardcore accessories. Brilliant. Right then. That is Snake Eyes and Timber. Let's move on to the next one as I run out of space immediately. I'll leave Snake Eyes and Timber here so I can get to them a little bit later on. Another thing I didn't kind of show holding is the rifle, but you get the idea. You get the idea, don't you? Again, I love that figure. Obviously Timber, I think probably took up quite a few of the of the kind of like costing for accessories. Yeah. So that's why we've only got like the rifle, the pistol, the canister, the walkie-talkie in 27 hands, and the jetpack. Actually, he's got loads. What am I talking about? Just doing a bit of multitasking and failing at it miserably. Next, we have the Battle Android Trooper. Now, we've seen the box. There you go. That's the shipper. We know what we're dealing with. I've already done it with Snake Eyes. This one is going to be blue. And that's going to go there. We got a bluey. Right, so I will remove all the packaging again. Okay, that was a little bit harder to mess about with. I should be explaining things, yeah, in my best comic book guy imitation, yeah, when I'm doing the fansplaining, yeah. Actually, I think you'll find. But yeah, anyway, let's get your bat out. Get your bat out. Right, blue, camo, Cobra sigil, raised, lovely metallic finish. Ultimates on the top there in blue and black. Bat 01, that's got some writing on it. Probably Snake Eyes does too, and I just missed it completely. Oh yeah, he does. He does. It's on the slipcover. I missed that last time. So that is GI Wave 1, Snake 1. So he is number 1. So we've technically gone the right way. And Bat is number 1 as well. So no, we haven't. They're all going to be number 1, aren't they? Right, and also the Cobra Bat, Battle Android Trooper, dog tag on the front there. Nice little kind of, again, like raised kind of patterny thingy going on. And there he is. Oh, another beauty. Now, this is where we get into my love of Sunbow. When we get into that kind of season 2, but not really. After all of like, you know, basically Pyramid of Darkness onwards. And obviously like the Battle Android Trooper, look at that. That is a lot of stuff. I am going to run out of space almost immediately in this unboxing. Again, beautiful blue. Love the kind of like metal like effect scrapes and scratches and lovely stuff. Anyway, let's have a look at the back because there's some lovely stuff on the back too. Cobra B.A.T, Battle Android Trooper. Oh, it's a classified file name. These things have file names, do they? That's dark. Primary military specialty, classified. Secondary, they're just robots, guys. Bats are the perfect Cobra troopers. They never question orders, complain about chow, snark duty, or surrender. They require no leave time, sick pay, or benefits of any kind, and they are cheap and easy to replace. On the other hand, bats do not react very well to changes in field conditions, nor do they discriminate between targets. They will shoot at anything that moves, be it friend or foe. They also have an unfortunate tendency to burst into flames when hit from behind. Bats are dangerous to everybody. They'll shoot, bayonet, or kick anything in sight. Cobra infantrymen don't like to be on the same battlefield with bats. When a Cobra unit is losing a battle, they will dispense bats into the mists of the firefight in order to evacuate the area easily. We all know what bats are, don't we? And they're brilliant. Look at that. So cool. That's from the movie, that little image from the Statue of Liberty scene. We've got that image at the top there was one of their first rollouts, I believe. And then you've got, again, there's the same shot from the same scene from the same shot of the intro of the movie. We've got a G.I. Joe locator on this one. So this is a Cobra themed computer segment section. And of course, we have X-30 Conquests coming in. That's, you can tell because obviously they've got the or it just looks like a bunch of hash leaves, doesn't it? Drugs! They found a drug cartel on the radar. And there's another beautiful shot from the cartoon. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. And this, we're going to get into this. Let's get into this. Let's get ready to rumble. The box is really easy to open. I thought it was going to be a right nightmare. But they're not. They're really nice. Look at that. Like, that is straight off the screen, man. Oh, the Sunbow bats are so awesome. So awesome. Sunbow bat. Right, let's bust all these things out, or carefully take all these things out. We have alternate damaged head with electricity spark, and then you can see like the interior of the helmet there all messed up, cracked screen, electricity burst. Very, very cool. Love it, love it, love it. I wonder if this comes off. It seems like well in there. I'm not going to try and take it out because it feels like it's in there, but it might be removable. Might not be. That is on there, as they say. But anyway, love that. That's a good start. We've got, I think this is, I think this would be a neck attachment that looks like his head's been blown off with the electricity burst. So the head kind of shoots off and you're just left with the, with that, which is pretty neat as well. Looks like a pretty, it looks pretty weird actually, but I love it. Then we've got a battle damaged arm and hand. Look at that chrome is well bright. I love it. And then you've got the kind of broken the cables and everything sticking out, which is really, really nice as well. We've also got all of his attachments, like the classic attachments. You've got the is it like the laser, the clamp, and the flamethrower? If I can get it out, Kitty said. I'm gonna have to do some maneuvering here to get these out. Oh, there we go. That's cool. I'm on it. Don't worry. I think, yeah, there we go. That was a hard one to get out, Kitty said. There, you got the, I think this is the laser, which is pretty dope. And that will be the one of the hand attachments. Chris, watch out with the pegs for the backpack. They can be a little tricky. Okay, will do. Let's get the little, he's got a lot of extra hands again. So let's show them off. We've got trigger finger hands, shiny trigger finger hands. We've got punchy hands, fists, as they're known. And we have a slew, I almost swore then, we have a slew of other bits and bobs. We've got the classic and famous and iconic Battle Android clamp. And we've got the flamethrower as well, which is cool. Okay. There's another extra. This is for the chest piece, I believe. This bit of electricity. That should plug into, you got like a long kind of like bit on the back there, but that should plug into the chest piece and cause an electricity explosion-y thing on the chest. They went to town on those little effects. That's really cool. We've got, oh, the backpack. I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is slightly different because it's got like top pegs on it, like so, that lock into, I guess, the tops of the shoulders. So we'll get to that, but also the backpack with the sections to put all of the pieces in and the two holes in there so you can see them through the backpack. Some nice detailing on there too. And then on this side, the other side's kind of like blank, but you've got like those vents on that side. Nothing on that side. And then obviously the bottom. There you go. And yeah, you can put all these in here, I reckon. Man, that's going to be a hard push in there, I think. Yeah, that is definitely a hard thing to put in there. Yeah, you like getting them in there is a little bit difficult. I did get that one in though, but yeah, the other two might be a little harder. And I don't want to push it too much. I just want to kind of, you know, showing it. Yeah, that goes. It's in now. I just have to put a little bit of elbow grease in it, McLeod, and stop moaning about it. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, they're fine. I was just being a little careful, but the pieces go in the backpack very nicely. And we've got the classic Series 2, I want to say, laser rifle that we've seen them use. And we've seen like many of the characters use. Again, there's a little bit of a slight bend on the barrel. That always seems to be like an issue when you've got like rifles like these sometimes when they do that. But yeah, that's two rifles now and two slight bends on them. In Roblox voice, ain't no doubt Super7 went all out. I like that one, Rachel. So that is a fun line. We've also got the pistol as well, a pistol. Nice. And what we've all been waiting for, or what I've been waiting for, and you guys have been patient about, the bat itself. Again, careful to take that out of the plastic. That's going to go to the side. Oh my goody gumdrops. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, that is sensational. Right, I should probably just show him, shouldn't I? The Battle Android Trooper. Oh, in terms of finish, again, it's the same kind of feeling as Snake Eyes. Again, like everything moves nicely. Everything proportionally looks great. Again, same articulation. I'm not going to bother going through all of that. But like, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Like the helmet, love the red visor and the red kind of vents on the face, on the mouthpiece as well. Then I guess those are the peg ports at the top there on either side of the head there for the backpack. Then you've got this, which you can't really tell on camera, but it's really pretty. There's like a bit of plastic in front of it, which is like kind of like a nice sheen when you get the light flashing across it. You can kind of see it there when the light flashes across it. There's a really nice sheen on it, and it definitely looks better in person than it's showing up on camera. But yeah, that's really nice. And there, I guess you can plug. You have to take that plastic piece out, I guess, to get that in. And I can't really see an easy way of doing that. Oh, that's where it. Okay, this is cool. So if you move the little strap to the side, there's a little tab there which you can access the plastic front, so you can remove it very easily. That's actually really cool. Just pops out and you've got like a Visionaries panel there. And then you can pop. So now it's exposed. Now he's all naked. And you can pop the electricity in there and make it look like he's been frazzled. That's wicked, isn't it? That's so cool. I love that. Love those accessories. That is cool. Moving down the figure, let me just put that plastic back in wherever I put it. Of course, it's plastic and it's almost invisible on everything. Where did I put it? Oh, there. I put it there on my laptop. So yeah, you can just pop that plastic back on there and move that across, and it's back on. That's so easy. I really like that feature, and I like how the strap kind of keeps it in place. That's really nice. He's got the Cobra sigil on the top of his left shoulder there, and the strap's got more detail on the back as well, like kind of going on like that brown leather strap and buckle going on there. Nice. Like they've painted it, which is interesting. So they've painted it, but they haven't gone all the way to the edge because it's kind of like morphs into the yellow of the actual strap. So you kind of get like an almost like, yeah, like they've kind of could have gone a bit further with the paint there. Obviously the mask wasn't like the factory wasn't completely like perfect to do that. Anyway, I'm just kind of moving the arms around so I get them in the right kind of place. So cool. This thing is gorgeous. The belt there, the belt buckle, again, all kind of connected to the figure. You can't take any of these secondaries off. The little holster, the pistol holster's got a little strap on it. So you can pop the pistol in there and then put the strap over the top and then plug the strap into that little hole there. It's very tiny. You can see like the little hole and the strap. Let's move this hand out of the way so you can see it. Very tiny little hole and peg. Very tiny. I'll see if I can actually get that in there, Kitty said. Let's push the thing in and pop that there. Yeah, no, it works. It's very minimal and very tiny, but I like that. Very nice. And the pistol is in his holster. Yeah, there we go. I'll put it in properly now so it's kind of lined up nicely. Lovely stuff. So that's in there. You've also got that kind of detail on the right thigh, which again is kind of cool. And I don't think actually holds anything. I think it's just more a visual, a nice visual. Yeah, I can't see anything going on that. He does have a peg on the rifle, but I think that's just like the slide thing, like that you'd have on that. Unless it does affix to the backpack somewhere, but no, I can't see where it would do that. So I don't think it is, but it does have this like, it's like a slide peg. Can you see it? Like that little peg there. It sticks out quite far. So I was thinking, oh, maybe it is like a peg to stick on something, but no, it's just a kind of slidey job. His hands at the moment are actually quite interesting. The default ones are kind of like monster hands. Like arg kind of hands, aren't they? Oh, you have 7 of these, Michael. Oh my goodness. Ian Londe got yours yesterday. They were amazing. Wicked. I need, obviously, Wave. There's obviously some issues with Wave 2, and we'll be talking with Brian about that. I don't have the blue one of Facina Dos Joes. I don't, unfortunately. But yeah. So I don't have. I should have brought a classified bat. I do have some classified figures. Actually, I brought Flint, Gung Ho, and Lady J to show you the difference in height. It's significant, isn't it? There is a significant difference in height. So the right next to each other. Like if I do that, you can see there is a massive difference in size. Even with like say Gung Ho, for example, who I've got here, you know, he's dwarfed by the Battle Android Trooper and all the other figures. I brought them really just to show a bit of comparison. No, nothing more. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Anyway, this bat is great. Absolutely love him. I'm gonna pop the backpack on just to kind of gear him up. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like the pegs aren't. Oh no, that kind of works. There we go. Backpack is on. You just have to be you have to be a bit careful with that. Just make sure that, because they're going to flex out a little bit sideways, but they go in okay. I mean, I could think of better ways to do that, but with the bat, you've got to look at the, they probably looked at this and thought, well, we have to think about aesthetic, and the front, you don't want straps on the front because they only have the one down the side. So it would have, I think this is like a good way of getting the backpack on, and it's on there, not going anywhere, he says, as it flies across the room. You know, it's on there, not going anywhere. It's secure, it's safe, it's not rattling. So that's pretty dope. This bat is beautiful. And then obviously the bat and snake eyes can have a fun. Come here. Yeah, really cool, awesome, beautiful. Loving these two so far. Okay, that's 2 down. I'm not going to bother changing all the heads and arms and stuff. You get the idea. You get the idea. What's the big idea? And yeah, just great stuff so far. Next, then, let's do Duke next, and then we'll finish on Cobra Commander. Kitty said. Right, Duke. Where are we? Yeah, let's get into Duke. Get your Dukes up, guys, because we're getting into Duke. I don't think Diana is up yet because it would be like 9, 8, 7. It's still early. You might be up, but I don't think she would have caught the beginning of this. So hopefully she can watch now because Diana Davis is a massive Duke fan, friend of the show, Diana Davis. Let's just get rid of the tape on this one. The bat looks up. It did, yeah. Okay. Ugh, right. Next, Duke. Paper off. The pile of packaging to my right is a disgrace right now. Yep. So we've got G1, Wave 1, Duke 1, or DKE. We've got the beautiful green on there. The Ultimates on the top. G.I. Joe emblazoned on the front, raised as well. Nice raised. And then you've got Duke, First Sergeant dog tag on there as well. Lovely stuff. Now, oh, and the raised G.I. Joe on the back as well. Ready? Steady. Go. There he is. There's old Conrad Hauser. Are there any other characters that you know the file name of more than the blooming code name? Conrad Hauser, I think most people know Duke, but Duke is obviously more well known for his code name. Hector Delgado X, maybe Shipwreck. Who else is like names that you know for like more than any in the line for G.I. Joe characters, their file names? Let me know in the comments while I look and open. Duke looks fantastic. Oh, we've got to look at his back, haven't we? There we go. That's from the first episode where he's chastising Scarlet about nearly killing them with an aircraft. Yeah, Conrad S. Hauser, airborne infantryman, small arms armorer, St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out to St. Louis. E8 Master Sergeant. Duke was fluent in French, German, and English when he enlisted in 1967, graduated top of his class at Airborne School Fort Benning, opted for U.S. Army Special Language Schools, specialized in Han, Chinese, and Southeast Asian dialects, went Special Forces in 1969, worked with the tribesmen in the boonies of South Vietnam, ran 4 different Special Forces schools, turned down a commission in 1971, commands by winning respect, current assignment, acting First Sergeant G.I. Joe team. Statement after declining commission, they tell me that an officer's job is to impel others to take the risks so that the officer survives to take the blame in the event of total catastrophe. With all due respect, sir, if that's what an officer does, I don't want any part of it. Rightly so, Duke. And then we've got some lovely shots here of, again, the movie intro. I can't remember what that probably both from the movie intro, actually, those ones. Again, the kind of render of the Cobra, rendering the Cobra enemy on the map. We've got what I think are rattlers by that shape, and in the radar. And then, of course, from the intro to the second series, whatever that it used to be, it was the main intro that we had for the VHS tapes anyway. Brilliant, lovely stuff. Here we go. We had us in the UK, by the way. Let's get in the Duke. Let's get in there. That can go in the pile. Oh my word, it just, the colors really pop on this one. I mean, they do on those two as well, but I mean, the Battle Android Trooper's black mainly, but there's some nice hints of like other colors and reds and yellows. But Duke is nice. 3 different heads, and I like those. I like the differences between them as well. You've got like obviously you've got the kind of like headset on that one where he's talking. You got the kind of stern looking one, which actually looks really dope. And then you got the Yo Joe yelling one. Really nice stuff. Oh, let's get into it then. We've got his tan backpack with straps. I like the color of this, actually. Very nice. Really lovely and tan with the shovel on there. It would have been nice if they had a removable shovel on there, wouldn't it? but I'm not gonna go too crazy on that one. Oh, we've got loads here. Obviously, Shanna M. O'Hara is a big one. Yes, for Scarlet. Tormod Skoog, which is Tripwire. Courtney Krieger, cover girl, absolutely. Albert Pine, can only be one, Alpine. Gabriel Kelly, barbecue. Skip A. Stone, which is it Cutter? Is Cutter Skipper Stone? I can't remember. Let me know. Clayton Abernathy, Hawk. Lonzo Wilkinson, Stalker. Tommy Arashikagi, Storm Shadow. Absolutely. Hello, Robert. How you doing? Billy Kessler, Jeremy, that's a good one. So yeah, there's loads of names that you know file name wise. I think Skip A. Stone is Cutter, but I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart on Skipper Stone because I know it's mental and hilarious. Yeah, we were supposed to do yes, Luke, Pat and I were supposed to do this together, but we just haven't been able to get the time to do it, and it's just getting to the point where it needs to be done, unfortunately. I feel genuinely obligated that I have to get this done. And you know, because you know, we was sent to us, and I feel really like bad that we don't, you know, we don't get to it in good time. And I've wanted to open these for so long. So in the end, we just had to kind of, I've had to do it this way, unfortunately. But hopefully, Pat will get the opportunity now. Yeah, it's Cutter, yes. Thought I'd get it. Brilliant. Anyway, Chuck Ram, Cloudburst. That's a beauty feature, Fortress Maximus. There's a bunch, actually, obviously, from the UK that I like. It's David Fairborn, not Dashiell, in the UK. It's, there's more. There's loads more, and I can't think of any off the top of my head. But anyway, it's not important. Backpack, done that one. We've got the classic laser rifle with less of a curve on it on this one. In fact, this one looks, it might look on, there's a little bit going on there, but I think it's just how the rifle is. Because the barrel actually looks straight at the end, and it's just that bit in the middle that kind of makes it maybe look like it's curving upwards. Maybe that's it, because this is actually straight, I think. Then we've got his classic weapon as well. Very, very cool. In green. We've got a walkie-talkie that can be used by someone now, finally. It's the same walkie-talkie that Snake Eyes has. And like I say, Snake Eyes just has to either give it to Timber to bark into. Nikki Lee, Tunnel Rat, yep. There you go. Same walkie-talkie. He's got his helmet as well. Why did I not realize he had a helmet as well? I don't think I've ever seen any images with the helmet on. I didn't know he had the helmet. Or I didn't recall that he'd had the helmet. Obviously, I've seen the images and we've reported on it and we talked about the accessories ad infinitum. And for some reason, I completely blanked that he's got a helmet. I know he has a helmet. I mean, like in this particular figure set. Then we've got the talking on his head sculpt, which is really nice. We've got his Yojo yelling head sculpt. Yojo! O-Face Duke, but a little bit better than the 4-inch modern one, shall we say. Phil Provost, Jeremy. That is a good one because I know it really well and I can't remember who it was. Lowlight? Is Phil Provost Lowlight? Robert A. Levine is Robert A. Levin or Levin. Is that Backstop, Ian? Craig McConnell is Rock and Roll. Rafael Melendez is Zap. I like this. This is like a nice little quiz, isn't it? See which ones I can get. Hi, Todd. We've got the binoculars as well. Classic binoculars with that nice, cool little curve in them. Yeah, I like them. Love them. All his classic, you know, toy accessories, effectively, with a few Sunbow, like the headset is Sunbow. The yelling Yojo is technically Sunbow, isn't it? Oh, Chuckles, of course it is. Yeah, sorry, Provost is Chuckles, isn't he? My bad. Failed on one of them at least. Edward La Hoya is Torpedo. Oh, this Duke is nice. Okay, I've got Duke out. His knees are stiff, but they did move eventually. Just be careful with those. I don't want to kind of suddenly want to break him. Oh man, he looks good. Okay, here's Duke. You ready? Boosh. Looks very nice indeed. Very Sunbow. Very Sunbow. We've got the That head sculpt, which is looking really, really tight. The little parachute regiment emblem on his shirt as well. The kind of orange lapels, the secondary strap that goes across him, the belt with the buckle, the arms, the watch. That is actually very detailed. It's got a very nice little detail on the watch. I did not expect that. That's really cool. And it's waterproof to 50 meters. I'm just kidding. David Katzenbogen, Bat Bazooka, obviously. Katzenbogen, David Earl, codename Bazooka. Alyssa Renee Stall is Bomb Strike, right, Robert H? Quick question. Do you think they will come out with vehicles, Philly? Not for Ultimates. Not just yet, anyway. But yeah, sorry. This Duke is amazing. Robert Graves is Grunt. Ronald Tadder is Dusty. I know most of them. It's just I forgot that blooming Chuckles was Provost. I feel bad for letting you down on one, at least, at the very least. I've got Backstop right as well. They're the boots, look, with the kind of like stripes on them. They look like hot cross buns. For my UK team right there. Hot cross buns. Again, beautiful feel of the figure. I love the finish on I will actually say, I've noticed just looking at it there, the arms are a different color to the body. You might be able to see it on camera. The arms are a little bit darker. So that is one thing I will say on that. But other than that, he looks fantastic. Loads of hands, and I can't be bothered to get them all out. So I'm just going to show them up here. We've got trigger finger. We've got pointy. We've got kind of flat, like slap. And we've got thumb up kind of jobs as well. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. But there is your Duke. Put your Dukes up. Let's put some of his gear on. Binoculars go on first, then the backpack. I don't know if that's a rule. I'm just making that up, obviously. I'm going to do the same thing. Arms back. And sometimes you have to turn them around and kind of flex them inwards so that the straps reach over. And then you can mosey them down the arms. Yeah, no, that I get such nostalgic vibes, such nostalgic Action Man vibes when I put that backpack on. So much there. Right. So his backpack is on. His binoculars. The binoculars don't hang very comfortably because of the way they're shaped. They kind of stick out a bit like so. But I'm probably going to have him holding them up to his eyes anyway. And that is just a way to kind of store them, I guess. But the backpack sits nicely, again, just much like the jetpack from Snake Eyes. Very nice indeed. And you can actually... Oh, actually, I tell a lie. They do sit a little bit better when you kind of fold them down. I must have just had them just hanging like in the wrong place. But yeah, you can get them sort of there. Anyway, binoculars. I'm going to put the helmet on because I want to try that on. It goes on nicely as well. I was a bit worried it might kind of like leave like a mark on the hair, but it does fit on there quite nicely. Oh, it's like Sunbow, but like the toy when you put the helmet on. Very nice indeed. He's got the default fists, so I'm not going to bother putting guns in his hand. But there is your Duke. Put your Dukes up. Duke, Snake Eyes, and the Bat so far. Right. We are motoring now. Last one of the day, and then we'll call it a day because I have to do other things like, work. Oh, there's loads more coming in that I'm missing. Michael says, Brian Flynn said they can't do Joe Ultimates figures as they would be competing with what Hasbro is doing with the classified series. Yeah, he did say that. And again, we'll be talking to him next week as well. So we get a bit more. We can ask him a few more questions regarding that as well. Like, what do they think we can see in terms of that? I mean, one thing I would say is that Classified are not going to do. There's a lot of vehicles that Classified are not going to do from the Sunbow series. Things like Flint Sports Car, for example. And I know not many people really give a crap other than myself, but I think that's something that would be a workaround in that sense. Right, Cobra Commander is out, sort of. I forewent the cardboard box and just pulled him out, Kitty said. This one's the blue again. Ultimates. All the usual stuff. We've got G1 Wave 1 Cobra 01. And then we've got Cobra Commander, Enemy Leader dog tag. And then we go, whoop. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot you had the cape on this one. Oh, yes. Lovely stuff. Loads more. Yeah. Lonzo Wilkinson is Stalker, of course. Sebastian Blood, Major Blood. Richard Blinken Smythe, Buzzer. Chuck X Goran. That is a good one because I know it really well and I can't think who it bloomin' well is. Who's Chuck X Goran, Rachel? Let me know. Vincent Falcone is obviously Falcon. Joseph R. Pamore. I can't recall that one either. You're getting me on those ones. It's been a fun game. You got me on those two, though. Definitely. Chuck X Goran, I know it, but I can't think who it is. Right, here we go. Cobra Commander. Marvin Hinton is Roadblock. Yep. If we get an ultimate car, it better be from Auntie. Yes, the Spy Who Rooked Me. Definitely. Oh, Toll Booth, Rachel says, is Chuck X Goran, right? Brilliant. I knew it, but I couldn't think who it bloody was. I've definitely seen that name before. Joseph R. Pamore, though, not a clue. Not a clue who Joseph R. Pamore is, Robert H. Let me know, please. Put me out of my misery. Cobra Commander. Looking glorious. Flip it to the back. Cobra Commander, Enemy Leader. File name. Classified. He's intelligent, is he? Ordnance. Experimental weaponry. Secondary, that is. Birthplace classified. Grade Commander-in-Chief. Absolute power. Total control of the world. Its people, wealth, and resources. That's the objective of Cobra Commander. This fanatical leader rules with an iron fist. He demands total loyalty and allegiance. His main battle plan for world control relies on revolution and chaos. He personally led uprisings in the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and other trouble spots. Responsible for kidnapping scientists, businessmen, and military leaders, then forcing them to reveal their top-level secrets. Cobra Commander is hatred and evil personified, corrupt, a man without scruples, probably the most dangerous man alive. And the image from any of the Sunbow cartoons, I'm not going to be able to pick them out, am I? First, maybe Master Vice with the cape there and the staff. Maybe the Revenge of Cobra and that one. We've got the rendering of the Joes where they're located. And then we've got from the movie with the cape as well. And we've got the X-30 Conquest hash drug cartel radar at the top there. I thought that was funny personally. Jin Soo is Joseph R. Pamore. Thank you, Robert H. I was going to be looking it up afterwards, put it that way. Thank you though. Dawn, yeah, Dawn Moreno is, but does she have a code name? Am I being an idiot there? I don't think she has a code name, does she? Or have I missed that in the comics? Okay. Cobra Commander. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Let's bust it out. Yeah, David, same. I love the box backs with all the file card and the nice little kind of cartoon images. There's a lot of nice details to these figures. I love them very much already. So we've got his own set of Cobra binoculars, so you can look back at Duke, looking at him. Very cool. Love them, and a rubbery little strap as well. Very nice. That's one thing. We've got a experimental weapon. I think this is from the first one or Revenge. I can't remember. It's one from one of the miniseries, isn't it, that he uses this? Yeah. Anyway, Alison Hart Burnett, Lady J. Yep, know that one. That's an easy one. We've also got the hands. I'll show them in the package because I can't be bothered to get them out. We've got lots of different hands there. You've got like a pointy one. You've got like a weird like one. You've got what is that? You've got a fist and you've got like an open hand, basically. There. Interesting. We've also got, oh my goodness, you're gonna go nuts for this Cobra Commander, I think. Well, I am, and you guys have probably already opened yours. Brad J. Armbruster is Ace. There's a lot of one that obviously they're very simple, aren't they? Some of them they're very well known. For people that don't know why I'm shouting random code names out, it's because people in the comments, if you're coming in late, are giving me their file names that I've got to then work out the code names. Kind of turn into a little game. William S. Hardy is Wild Bill, Rachel. The Cobra wrapped around the globe, or the Globra, as I'm calling it from now on. Really nice detail on this bad boy. Lovely paintwork on the eyes there and the mouth and the fangs. Looking really tight. Nice little pattern on the skin. Really cool. And then obviously the globe, which is not on the screen at the moment, shows little bits on that. It's just really nice. Love that. That's a nice, some nice little, oh, there's so many accessories here. Okay, we've got his staff. So this staff is from that first miniseries, where he wears the cape as well, the mass device one. Very nice. Again, some nice little detailing on the head of the snake, and some nice texture on the, well, it's kind of smooth actually. Yeah, the texture stops at the neck. Nice. There's more to come. Lots more in actual fact. Why? Oh, I was about to say, why is there an alternate head that's the same? Because it's just the chrome mask, but it's just without stripe. So we've got the one without stripe as well. Good to have. So you can obviously choose your display. They think of everything, don't they? And although in some cases, I definitely think like the Gung Ho coming up in wave 4, is it? Definitely think that should have had a chef's hat alternate head from Let's Play Soldier. We've got his pistol. Pew pew. We've got more hands. You've got to be kidding me. Even more hands. We've got this, which I think is this the remote for the Arena of Sport? Is that the remote for the Arena of Sport? I want to say, no, it's not. It's the mind control thing for the animals, isn't it? Yeah, it's the mind control device. So when like Junkyard gets his mind controlled. Some like really cool little accessory. I love that. Kind of looks like like a toy spaceship, doesn't it? But yeah, that's really awesome. The trigger on it there and the handle. Franklin Talltree is Airborne. Charlie Iron Knife is Spirit. Vincent D. Oliva is Cesspool, Jeremy, right? Because Vincent D. Oliva was an actual person at Hasbro, and I'm pretty sure they used his face for Cesspool as well. Not the scar, but his general head. I've met Vincent D. Oliva actually at HasCon, I think it was, many moons ago. That was awesome. Edward J. Roth stumped me on that one. Carla Greer, female doc. Yeah, cool. Love that. Sorry, Robert's saying the Cobra Commander rifles from the opening scene in season 2. Yes, where he's trying to snipe Lady J. That one. Yeah, that's what I knew. I did recognize it, but I wasn't sure exactly. But yeah, you're right. It's from that intro, isn't it? 100%. When they're all fighting on the that monster Cobra vehicle thing. Oh, it's Windmill. Thank you, Angela. Edward J. Roth. Yeah, I would never have got that one. Never have got the Windmill one. Love Windmill. I think he's hilarious, actually, especially the Fun School one. This little device. Again, you're going to have to fill me in because I've forgotten what this is. The thing is, I went through this when these first got revealed, and we identified all of these little pieces, and I can't for the life of me remember what this is from. And I'm guessing maybe from the first miniseries again. This, however, again, I can't remember the details, but I remember remember him using this device. Look at that. Is this the Weather Dominator one? Let me know. I can't remember. That might be for the mind control thing again, like ramping it up. It might go with the other device. Oh, melt the synthoids. Thank you, Doomed. Yes, you're right. That is for melting synthoids, right? Yes, I think you're 100% correct on that. Thank you very much. Header El Pulver is Quarrel. Yeah, I think. Trying to get me with my own, not my own country, my fellow countryman, obviously not. Wayne Ruthell, Rachel. Yeah, that's I always forget his name, the new one in the Sky Striker. But I know it. Don't tell me. It is. Why do I always forget it? It's like safety, isn't it? I forget it. It's like failsafe. Is it failsafe? Remind me what Wayne Ruthell's code name is. I've bloody forgotten. Detonator from Cobra Stops the World episode, says Paul. That, or is this the like? Let's put these up on screen so you guys can tell me what are we talking about. This one, the dark grey one, I think is the Synthoid melter. Is this? This is the detonator from Cobra Stops the World. Is that correct, Paul? Am I right saying those two things? Yes, failsafe. Brilliant. And this pistol as well, which is pretty nice. Got the blue and the red on it. Very nice indeed. I'm liking that. It's got two pistols, similar but not the same. And then obviously got the red on that one as well. Gary Goggles is obviously good. Well, was a good friend of mine. Rest in peace, Gary Goggles. How have I forgotten the name? Sightline. Gary Goggles is Sightline. This is the danger of quizzes in the morning, isn't it? He does have more hands, which we'll show you in a second, but I'm going to get Cobra Commander out now. I'll have a look at Cobra Commander, I think, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so Cobra Commander comes out. The cape has to be pulled out from the other side. Cape's interesting. Cape is very interesting. Is that a magnet I see before me? Oh no, it's just like a metal wire, I think, in the cape. Yeah, it is. That's cool. I'm going to show you with the cape on because it's pretty glorious. So this is the pink cape from the first miniseries. A few people did complain that it wasn't, they got the colors wrong because in the movie, yada, yada, yada. But this is not the movie one, which means that we'll probably have a movie cape at some point. Bosh. Cobra Commander in his cape. Now, the cape itself, like I said, has got these kind of they're like metal wire frame kind of scenario. It's like the Ming the Merciless cape, isn't it? Got a metal wire frame so you can bend it and move it, and the wire goes all the way down the side as well, so you can shape it and you can have it flowing and you can do all sorts of cool stuff with it. So yeah, the metal frame runs all the way around the outside, and then you can wrap it around his neck, and it kind of holds there nicely. That's really cool. Oh, that's wicked. You don't even have to pinch the two together. You can just pinch it over his shoulder, and they kind of sit on the right side. That's really, really dope. Oh, it's so nice. Anyway, he looks gorgeous. You've got the striped helmet, Kitty said. Head sculpt on there. You've got. Let's take the cape off so you can see the body as well. You've got the blue undershirt. You've got the nice Cobra logo on the chest there. All very nice, very smooth, very sunbow. Then you've got the Captain 2 belts, because obviously he's Cobra Commander. He's got to have 2 belts with the pouches and everything. You've got the straps on the thighs, the gloved hands, going all the way down to the kind of the kind of where the leggings cover the shoes. Nice. I would say that maybe the ball joint in there should have been painted black to make it look like the part of the shoe. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know, at the factory, but that probably should have been in black. I will say on Cobra Commander, it's the only one I've had so far, the head is a little loose. It's not to the point where you move it and it falls. It doesn't do that. You can actually pose it, but it's very, very loose. So I want to be kind of careful with that. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it's on all the way. I just wanted to make that clear that there is a loosening there of the neck. Right. And the final group of hands he comes with are these jazz hand, open hand like a C grip, and two fists. And his default ones at the moment are kind of like two kind of trigger finger hands at the moment, which is pretty dope. This is glorious. So let's give him some things. Let's give him some stuff. I'll just drop that down there. I need to figure out a better way. I guess one of the hands is to hold the staff because it is, yeah, there's a smaller hand to hold the staff. So I'm not going to bother putting the staff in for now because I can't be bothered to get that out. But he can operate or absolutely melt some synthoids at the moment. Let's do some synthoid melting. And of course, he didn't have the cape when he melted synthoids. So there we go. There he is melting synthoids with his synthoid melting device. Brilliant. Ugh, a fly attacking me. And also, let's have him stopping the world by detonating. Oh, that's really cool how you can kind of pose him and make it look like he's about to press it as well. He's about to press it. Cobra Commander's about to press the detonator. This is how I play with these figures, by the way. I just do unboxings. This is the only time I'll see them, and then they'll just be on display somewhere, or they'll be stored somewhere. No, I'm kidding. These are going to definitely be out. Definitely be out on display. And there he is in his cape, blowing stuff up. Cobra Commander, absolutely stunning. Love these figures. So we have looked at the Bat, Cobra Commander, Duke, he says before he gets up there, Duke, Snake Eyes, and the most important one, of course, Timber. So we've got Snake Eyes and Timber, beautiful stuff. We've got Duke, looking all cool with his backpack and helmet on, and goggles and binoculars. And we've got the wonderful Battle Android Trooper. Well, he's actually a real heft to the Battle Android Trooper when he's got his backpack on. There's a weight to this one. And Cobra Commander in his cape. These things are blooming glorious. I can't wait to take pictures and stick them up on Hoarder. Go check out Hoarder as well while you're at it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me really early in the day. And we got a nice little episode out of it. So yeah, really, really cool. So David, the cape is wired. It's got like a wire that runs all the way around the outside, and it's a material. So you can kind of move it around however you want. It is going to be a great Yojo June DJ. It really is going to be a great Yojo June. Many deep cuts of the accessories, absolutely, David. It's been an absolute blast doing that with you guys. Before I go, let's just quickly do this. I don't know why I have to put my name on the screen at this point, but it's happening. Right then, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing, or effectively ruining the area that I'm operating in currently. Just covering it in stuff, like there's stuff everywhere. We'll be back tomorrow. Pat and I will be with the weekly tomorrow to discuss all of the week's news, which has been a lot, including obviously Yojo June and the kickoff to Yojo June. Hope you enjoyed that yesterday as well. We will be back with another unboxing as well pretty soonish. I might try and squeeze one out on Saturday, maybe before the weekly in the morning. Let's maybe do that. Maybe we'll look at Mezco Destro. So if you guys want a pre-weekly warm-up with me, we can have a look at the Mezco Destro together. Indeed, Rachel, smash the like button. Thank you very much for saying that. Yeah, if you've enjoyed it, obviously, thanks for all the comments. Really appreciate you guys joining me and having a chat along and being silly and just looking at these great figures. I've got so much work to do putting this stuff away. You have no idea. I would, like I said, be back tomorrow. See you tomorrow for 2 episodes, maybe. We'll see how it goes. And that's it for today. You know what to do at the end of all these episodes. Stay fresh cheese bags, first of all. Massive thank you to Super7, by the way, as well. Thank you, Brian Flynn and Super7 for sending me this stuff. We will see you on the next one. As always, after 3, you know what to do. 1, 2, 3. Full force. Force. See you later. That's it for this installment of the Full Force News Burst. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. See you next time, and as always, Full Force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/TheFullForce, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback and questions. We also have a Patreon page, so if you want to show your support for the show, see your name up in lights on these videos, or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce podcast, or click on the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.